Hello everybody, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do a review for Baddies West episode 1. Let's just get right into the review. The show starts off with Natalie, her mom, and her aunt, and her husband. They all came in the first scene. I didn't really care for them as I don't really like Natalie, but her family is there with her to introduce the girls of the show. Starting off, they introduce Rolly. Her and Natalie seem to have some type of weird relationship or now that they're friends again. I don't really know, don't care, so moving on. Natalie then introduces Krishan. Krishan's terrible song was playing as they introduced her. Don't really like her, nothing to talk about, moving on. After Krishan, we then see Scotty. I don't really know why she's back. I just kind of felt like she gave us nothing last season. But after Scotty, Natalie introduces Kat from season 5 of Bad Girls Club, who I was excited to see. She looks amazing.
I'm not playing with you. I'm not Morgan. If you thought I was, you got me up. The thought of these bitches even touching my things is enough to make me snap.
Lo from Bad Girls Club season 12 was also introduced. I really did like seeing Lo again. She looked beautiful. I think she's probably the most beautiful of the cast this season. But after Lo, we get to Stunna Girl. I don't really know anything about this woman. I've only seen a lot about her on the blogs when they were filming the show, and based off of that, I don't really like her. After Stunna Girl, we then get to see Razor. She's a very beautiful woman. I really like her tattoos. After Razor, we get to Biggie. The only Biggie I know is from One More Chance, but I'm open to seeing what this new Biggie's about. I get a good vibe from her so far just based off of the intro. Then after her, we see DJ Sky. I don't really know why she's on the show. It doesn't really seem like she's gonna have much of an important part or voice, so don't care, moving on. After her, we then see Tommy from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which I feel like was a good pick for the show. Tommy really hasn't done a lot of TV since she was kicked off of Love and Hip Hop, so this was a perfect opportunity for her. She's a firecracker for sure, so I wonder how she's gonna act on the show. And just based solely off of the intros alone, where Natalie was introducing them with her mom and her aunt, I feel like my preseason favorites are gonna be Biggie, Kat, and Lo. My least favorites so far, and this is just based off of introductions and knowing them before, are gonna be Natalie, Krishan, and Scotty. But after we see Natalie introduce all of the ladies, we see a photo shoot going on. All the women were looking good, and then Krishan walked in. Krishan ended up saying that the energy was weird, but I feel like in any room that Krishan walks in, there's gonna be weird energy because Krishan is the weird bad energy. It's literally her, and it just seems like that's the common theme everywhere she goes. We then see Stunna Girl saying that she was gonna go say hi to Natalie, but instead she ended up seeing Tommy and ended up sneaking her. And I think she got Tommy good with the sneak attack. Do I think she did anything with the sneak? No. But the sneak overall for me was just pretty lame, and she ended up doing nothing with it, which is even lamer. But we ended up seeing Tommy getting mad at security for grabbing her. She's going off. She's throwing things at security. Honestly, she was just looking a drunk, manic mess. She's clearly embarrassed that she just got snuck and dragged a little bit, so now she's going off on security. And then she starts sexually assaulting the crew by shoving her panties in their faces, which of course, I'm sure she's drunk. She just looked embarrassing, like she's about 40 years old, acting the age of about a 15-year-old girl in high school. But the next morning, the girls are waiting for Krishan and Tommy, and Lo seemed to be having some sort of irritation along with Biggie about the girls being late and unprofessional. But then Stunna Girl ends up joining the girls on the bus, and it looked like just off her face that she came in with this negative energy. Again, there seems to be some sort of childish thing going on with the girls on the show, acting like they're 15-year-old girls in high school even though they're grown women. But while they were on the bus, Lo explains that she was a little bit upset about the girls because she felt like she gets rushed to get ready by production and by everybody, and that she has to participate on time, and she feels like everybody else should as well, which I definitely agree with Lo. It's not really a show if everybody's not on one accord. If everybody's not doing the same thing, it's just a hot mess. But after that conversation, Biggie and Kat start to have a little bit of a back and forth about Kat being a promoter or not, and I do feel like Kat handled the argument very well with Biggie, because Biggie was basically trying to say that Kat was a promoter. Kat was trying to explain to Biggie that she was not, and then she was trying to explain all of the things that she does to Biggie, and of course Biggie was being rude and cut her off. And I felt like Biggie wasn't really trying to hear Kat out. I feel like she just wanted to hear what she wanted to hear. I don't think she would have stopped unless Kat said, yes, I'm a promoter, because Kat explained to her multiple times, I'm not a promoter, and Biggie just wasn't seeming to get the no for an answer. The whole argument was dumb, and I feel like Biggie was just trying very hard. Lo then asked Stunna Girl about her altercation with Tommy, and Stunna had a terrible attitude about the entire thing. It was almost as if she was acting like the girls did something to her when her beef was with Tommy from the beginning. Biggie then interjects in Lo and Stunna Girl's conversation by saying that Stunna Girl wasted their time, which I did agree. And then of course Biggie and Stunna Girl start arguing. Neither of them are really saying anything for real. There's just like some childish argument. And Stunna Girl, I don't even know if she's like clinically sane to even be in the house, because the way she gets angry so fast is just not normal. They get into an argument, and in their argument, it's just like, who wears what? Who has this? Biggie was just getting on my last nerves. She was doing the absolute most. Both her and Stunna Girl were extremely annoying. But as they keep going, the argument is getting more intense, and Stunna Girl ends up throwing a whole bottle across the sprinter, and then she says that she'll drop anybody, which I don't even know why production or security has her around when she's throwing an entire glass bottle at somebody's head. If that bottle would have hit Biggie and something would have seriously happened to her, that would have been a huge liability for her and Zeus Network. I don't know, that was just a lot for me to see her throwing an entire bottle at her head. But after Stunna Girl said that she'll drop anybody, Rolly was trying to figure out who she was talking to and who she was talking about. But as Rolly was talking her mess, Stunna Girl ends up throwing a water bottle on her and snatches her up really quickly, which ends off ending the episode. And then we get to see the previews for next week. Next week, I already know I'm going to be dragging Krishan the entire episode based off of just what she did to Lo. But so far, just based off of the first episode, I feel like the season is going to look extremely lame. I feel like a lot of things, even on episode 1, could have been cut out. So I can't even imagine once they get to episode like 7 and 8 and the season starts to die down a bit. And I honestly feel like I'm low now, because I feel like my time is just being wasted by watching this episode. Honestly, I feel like this is just going to be another waste of a season, another waste of my time. So I might not even finish reviewing the entire season just based off of the first episode. But I want to know how you guys felt about the episode down below. If you guys want more Baddies reactions / reviews, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you guys made it to the end, let me know who your guys' pre-season favorites are. I want to know, are they the same as mine? Are they different? And tell me why they are your favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.